Yo, what up? What up? What up? How we doing? How we doing? Good fights, good fights. Who's up in here? Who is up in here? Talk to me. Who's up in this bitch? It's time for George to retire. All right. Kambosos look so much smaller. Yeah, I was saying that. Look like 2 weight classes apart. Why you annoyed, Mo? RX, what up, blood? What up, what up, what up, blood? Now we have to act like Hitchens is something special. I mean, we can seriously ponder that as being factual. No? Talk to me. No? Still some fights on the table for him. Not sure they will be competitive. RX Tree. What up? What'd you guys think? What'd you guys think? Talk to me. He's a decent player in the division. Okay. I feel you. I feel you. Terramona, remember? Yeah, he knocked. I didn't see the fights. I'm assuming he knocked money out. Unremarkable. Wow. He has no credit for me. Haney beat Kambosos twice. Loma stopped George, and George barely beat Maxie Hughes. I knew that would be the narrative. I agree with you, sort of, but I don't. I give Hitchens credit. I wasn't surprised. I was surprised actually, because Hitchens doesn't really have a lot of knockouts. Andy Cruz cooked tonight, though. I didn't see any of it, man. Did that Tamora guy knock money out cold? I didn't see it. What's up, Robert? Hitchens said, fuck Devin Haney and Bill. He did. He did. He does not like them. Which is like, Devin is not really, the top dog now. It was this 35 or 40? I don't even know what they just fought at. 35, was it? Or was it 40? What'd they just fight at? What up, Monts? We don't know the answer to that, my brother. Hitchens is a B-class fighter, best damn. We are taking calls. Hitchens is a B-class fighter, best. Yeah, we need him versus Tuama. Yeah, we do. 40. Okay. Yeah, okay, so Devin's not really an option. I don't think Devin will make 140. Now, they could do a catch weight or some shit, like somebody just said, but I was expecting a 12-round decision, but considering how obvious the size difference, yeah. Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you, blood. I'm with you, blood. Cray, cray. This shit is all cray, cray. Cray, cray. All right. If he said he can't come to 147, he's down. He said if he come to 147. All right. Facts, Mo. George had no business fighting at 140. It's only 5 pounds. He looked way smaller, but really, it's only 5 pounds. What's the big deal? That's why Bill needs to stop scouting 140 and scout 147. We don't know where Devin's falling. Yo, did you guys peep my I just dropped another video, second one ever, where I'm spitting bars. It's a Floyd career recap. Did you guys peep it? Anybody in here peep it? This was George's cash out fight. It wouldn't surprise me if they feed him to Tito Mercado. Okay. You think it's just cash out? Well, fuck it. He made a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money is, I guess, what's the word? It's not George being too small. It's Hitchens being too damn big. Okay, MPO. BK, have it your way. I'll check it out. I might play it for you guys. You guys want to see it? So Ryan, ooh, Hitchens Ryan would be dope. Hitchens would fight Ryan too, even at 45. Hitchens would fight Ryan at 47. That'd be a good fight. That'd be fun. Fun. Hitchens was impressive to me. I only started watching in the 4th round though, so I only watched what he stopped in the 7th or the 8th. I only watched 4 or 5 rounds. I missed the beginning. As you guys know, it was my son's birthday, so I was, you know what I'm saying, doing shit. Hey, you feel me? So that's the way that was. How we doing, people? How we doing? Eighth round stoppage. Okay. Yeah. So I watched 4 rounds. Hitchens was Frank Martin. One more tester. Why a tester? Courtney. Hitchens is ready for the big dogs. He's ready for the big dogs. You no need for any of that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He's ready for the big dogs. Cole JC26. What's cracking? Kambosos. You butchered the spelling, and that's surprising for a fella as smart as you, Mo, but fuck it. Was doing okay in the first 4 rounds, flipping and parrying jabs and countering with bright hooks and straights to the body. True. True. Hitchens needs to unify now. True that. But my opinion, Gary is the best 147 pound. Yep. Do you think Hitchens versus Haney will be like Floyd versus Zab? No. No. I think he's ready. As opponent at this point. All right. Amazing performance. What's up, Siegisms? Ironic. I was watching Hopkins De La Hoya earlier today. Ironic, huh? That's the way a body shot looks when it knocks somebody out. The way De La Hoya responded, the way Kambosos responded, not the way Ryan responded. Yeah, you got him. You got to give him credit. He looked good, stopping anybody. Happy birthday to your son today. Oh, well, my son's birthday was actually the 11th. Cool, JC. But we celebrated today because it's a Saturday. But thank you. How old's your son? Mine turned 12. Feel me? Turned 12. 19. Jesus, how old are you? How fucking old are you? You could be my age, just had the kid mad young. Can't lie, Hitchens still ducking Matias. You blame him? Matias is what we call high risk, low reward. The epitome of high risk, low reward. Guys, we are taking calls if you want. Links in the chat. Oh, you're 64? Cool. So you had your son later than me. Oh, no, wait. I got to do math. You had him in your 40s? 45. You had your son late. Fuck it. God bless. Hitchens put on his best performance. True that, bud. True that. Kambosos made Hitchens look good. Hitchens mad trash. I wouldn't say he's trash. Babyface, where are you from? Marco, does Tio edge it out? What's up, Levon? Does Tio edge it out against Hitchens? I don't know now. I would have to go with Tio because he's battle tested, but Hitchens has an argument to be able to beat any of these guys for reals. Hitchens will box Matias' head off. Damn. You guys will always share the memory of that body, that B-Day he was suspended. Oh, you mean my son got suspended? Yeah. All right, Mo. Tio sucks against boxers. Loma's a boxer. Did he suck against Loma? Mexico. Dope. Appreciate you. Hitchens beats Devin. Possibly. I'm dying to see Devin versus Hitchens. I know you meant to say dying, not dying. That means you're dyeing your hair, which is just weird. You feel me? You know who hasn't been in here? Attorney Bailey. You in here? I haven't seen you in a minute. Or you've been coming, but way less than usual. Maybe you're working? Backup's been verified. I bet. So let's do this shit. My bad. My fucking time machine backup has been like acting funky. And I've had this computer a long time, and I'm worried it might die. If it dies, I'll lose all my shit. So I got to make sure the backup is up to date. And I'm hoping that I come into a little cake. I could buy. I need a new laptop bad, guys. Like this shit. I had to buy this camera because my shit's from 2019, which is 6 years. But in technology, 6 years is like 30 in technology terms. There he is. Oh wait, Attorney Bailey usually comes in on the show, afternoon shows. Nah, he comes in at all times. Joey Joe, what up, blood? What's cracking, Joey? What's cracking? Devin's job only ever looked like elite camp. Okay. Guys, we're taking call-ins. Everyone wants to call in. As you see, the link is there. Pump the raffle. These are Mayweather promo gloves for infamous fight. They are, but I want Yayin, who I don't think is in yet. Yayin has to drop his because I know he's a big Floyd fan. So I got to wait for Yayin. Hitchens is beating one of the top guys at 140. None of the top guys. Mo, we understand. You don't like Hitchens. You made that clear. We get it. But why? Besides saying that Kambosos was trash. Don't get a Mac. That's all, man. MacBooks are dope. What you mean? Nah, I don't fuck with Windows. That shit is, nah, I fuck with Mac. Plus, my boy works for Apple. He gets me like a 30% discount, which is big. So I get a good discount on it. You know what I mean? Like these shits are like 2 Gs probably, right? So you take 30% off of that, it's like only 1,400, which is not bad. Still probably more. Like you could probably get a souped up, Dell or whatever for a G. But I like my Mac, man. But times are tough. Maybe I got to downgrade. Yeah, that's crazy. Cray. Anyway. Don't get him or so that. All right, guys, the phone lines are open, as you could see. My last MacBook lasted 10 years. My present, no, it's lasting fine. But with what I'm doing now, with streaming, with editing, and all that, I need the specs to be current. Like, I had to buy a camera. I got to buy a fucking microphone, probably. Like, this is decent, but like, you know what I mean? I think Hitchens beats Matias. Can he take Matias's power, though? His chopping power. Damn, we went from 20 to 12. What just happened? See Jisms? No, see Jisms. I did not see Terramona go crazy. I'd like to see him. I was talking with his camp at the press conference. They're mad cool, Australians. They knew who I was. Actually, one of them knew who I was. The other one took my Instagram. Did you guys peep my most recent video released today? Bars. It's my second one ever where I'm spitting bars. When I mean bars, you guys know what I mean. I'm rhyming. Rhyming on time. What's that mean? You're drunk? Hitchens impressed tonight, but let's not pretend he will beat T.O. I don't know. Floyd spoken word. Yep. Mayweather spoken. I think I just said. Did you like it? Did you like it? What's going on? Johnny live probably, which is fucked up. Johnny's live, and all you guys heard of Johnny through fucking me, and you go over there. And maybe I shouldn't say it's fucked up. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe he's doing something you guys like better. I mean, he takes calls. I'm taking calls, but nobody's fucking calling. So I don't understand what the difference is. Getting a little bitter. Not at him, at my lack of the growth that I'm looking for in the timely manner that I'm looking for. Nothing to do with him. He's doing his thing. Yayin, what up, blood? Yayin. You gonna put in for the raffle for these shits, or do I just fucking do I just raffle it? I thought I did it mostly for you. Hey man, he does what he does. CJ looks like if he spent. What up, Tone? Tone got some entries for this raffle. Damn, someone got smoked across the street from my house. Jesus, that's no good. That's no good at all. Let me tell you guys something. If I didn't exercise, if I didn't hit that bag every day, I would be a mix of fucking probably down in the dumps and angry, wanting to smoke somebody myself. And I don't like that. That's the amount of stress I'm under. I hate having to work out just to be fucking keep my head cool. Hate it. Yeah, that's super not good. That's super not good. Yeah, it's fucked up. Yeah, I was on Ness's live just for the fight, and I decided to pop my own shit off because, you know. What do you think about the Hitchens fight? I thought he looked impressive, Ian. Thought he looked impressive. He did something that nobody expected. Well, the majority statistically was unexpected, which is got the knockout. No, only Loma beat Cambosos, but nobody stopped Kambosos says Loma. I got you Monday, Unc. I'm a sim. All right. All right. So I'll wait till Monday. Because I got a whole, but next up, I'm going to do, should I do Hagler or should I do the Grants next? I don't even know. I'd be super depressed if I didn't work out every day. I think that's just a part of it. Nah, for me, it's gotten way worse since the stress of my life has gotten worse. Like when I'm not that stressed, I can go 3 days. I can go a week without working out even. I'll be all right. Ness is played out like OG Nintendo. Damn. LOL, his Devin call out was hilarious. Yeah, he said, fuck you, N-word. Devin, Bill, fuck you, N-words. Blah, blah, blah. Shit. I like how Tia responded. Super humble. What do you say? I didn't hear it. I had the volume down. That video was fire. Oh, and I sent it to Shaq too. Matter of fact, let's see. Usually when he sees it, he posts on his stories. Let's see if he saw my message yet. He did not. He did not. Oh well. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bro, be on the bag crying and shit. I feel like it. Yo, MPO, word is bond. I feel like it. N-word is, oh, me saying N-word? I mean, NY, y'all want that fight next? Yeah. Antonio Maldonado, what up, blood? What's up, Mark KO? Shout out from Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico. Hey, bro, Juan Francisco El Gallo Estrada is fighting tonight. His comeback since getting beat by Bam Rodriguez. Dope. Too bad it's not making like more waves in New York. My man C Chisholms.
Thank you. Come again. Thank you. Come again.
Appreciate you, brother. Nah, he told Devin to look inward to regain peace. I like that. Remember the scene from Boys in the Hood when he was swinging? Yeah, I've used that, MPO. I've used that exact in videos where dudes are swinging and the defense is so nice that they're just swinging at nothing. I say, and he swings at him just like Cuba Gooding during Boys in the Hood. Swinging at nothing like Cuba Gooding. I've used that line tons of times. Man, T.O. beats Kambosos a million times over. If he never lost, I guarantee you. I mean, was that you, Tia? Yeah. I got words, the mouse. I saw a fucking mouse in this house, guys. I think I told you guys that. I was like, that's a heavy mouse. Remember that dressing? What dressing? I did not throw it out, no. I don't it's in the I believe it's still in the salad container. I didn't touch it though. Remember that scene from Boys in the Hood when Trey was hey, where he did that? Man, T.O. beats Kambosos man. I already did that. Bro got PTSD. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact. Yeah, Ian. I want to see this tiramisu guy. Can somebody put a link in there for the highlight of that one? I want to catch it. What did he do? He just sparked him out? Sparked him like a sour diesel blunt? Or did he take his time and systematically break his ass down like he's changing a carburetor. Is that what he did? Systematically? System. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. Man, Teal Beats. I already saw this. All right. Nobody's. Talk to me, people. Talk to me. Remember, link is up in there. Who's watching? Fred, you watching? Shane? Anybody who just doesn't talk? Wonder whatever happened to Trill Savage. I'm just watching an old video and there he is. Let's peep this together. What who wow. Did the guy get up? Oh shit, that guy was slumped. That guy was slumped in those ropes. Looking like he's taking an afternoon nap in a hammock. Ooh, that guy okay? Let me play this again. Oh, I don't like this. Ooh, that was almost Tommy. That was almost Tommy Morrison, Ray Mercer vibes. He got a couple extra shots there when the dude was just tangled in those ropes like a drunk tarantula. Well, Joey, I'm gonna have to lean with the favorites, which would be OKC, especially after they just evened it up. Tiramisu, whatever his name is. He got that Aussie power. He's a big dude. I met him in person, 6'5". He's not like bulky. You know what I mean? Muscular. He's not bulky. Hitchens looks exactly like the kid off the Chi. Don't know what that means. Marco down with OKC. Yeah, you know me. Hey, Marco, happy Saturday, Sunday. Just bar hopped with my mom. With your mom? Okay. How old are you and how old's your mom's? Just curious. And that's a cool dynamic. I'm not going to make fun of you. I think that's cool. I could take my mom to a bar because she used to be a fucking drunk. So she made me a little uncomfortable. If we won that game, we win. Yeah, if the Knicks would have won game 1 against Indiana, we would have won that series too. You know what I'm saying? If was a spliff, we'd be all fucked up. What's that from? Who knows? What's that from? If was a spliff, we'd be all fucked up. Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Nobody knows. That's not how it works. Oh, it's how it works for Indiana, right? Did Kevin come back? I missed it. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Norman fights Thursday. All right, bet. Knicks will win. I hope so, Joey. Are you from New York, Joey? I only heard if was a spliff, we'd be all fucked up. No, Akababa doesn't get bitty. I get silly. Something. Not woo. If was a spliff, we'd be all fucked up. Come on, first person to get the correct lyric wins 1,000. I'm just kidding. 1,000 daps. Nah, we wouldn't have been up 3-1. We didn't get out of here. Yeah, but it wouldn't have deflated the fucking series the way that did for the Knicks. That was an awful start. Nope, not Tribe. Not Tribe. You don't know. Nobody knows. I'll give you a hint. It's from an LL Cool J song that has a bunch of guest MCs. It's not LL who says it. Actually, one of my favorite MCs who never really made it big because he's crazy. Nah. Nah, I'll just tell you, Keith Murray. It's from the I Shot You remix with LL Cool J's I Shot You remix. Is Keith Murray. And then he goes, if it was a spliff, we'd be all fucked up. Go through the city like sunlight gets busy. Something like that. I didn't fucking up the second line, but the first one I got. Who's Keith Murray? Oh, good Jesus. That hint made it even hard. I don't remember rap lyrics. I mean, you know. Where are you from again, Joey? Did you tell me? You're not from New York, are you? Trash bags. Keith Murray's a trash. Oh, good Lord. You're young. You know not what you say. Oh, come on, Mo. Mo, do you even know who Keith Murray is? I mean, you spelled his name correctly, but you might just be a little too young to appreciate his Keith Murray-ness. You feel me? Father's Day tomorrow, people. I like it. It's the one day where I could not feel guilty for wanting to do whatever I want to do. It's that and my birthday. Those are the only 2 days of the year where I cannot feel guilty for wanting to do what I want to do. Which reminds me, I might go to my boy's house, but he never responded to me. He's probably sleeping. Anyway. All right, we got my man Mosif. What up, blood? What up, Mo? Nothing?
Marco.
Whoa.
Marco.
You good?
I'm so annoyed, bro.
What's
I'm
so
beside myself.
annoying about Africa winning?
What I find so unsettling is how quickly this archetype of fighter is so he's so unproven, but we're about to see so much hype and praise heaped upon this dude. I'm like,
I agree
so
with
annoying.
I agree with you, but you know, as I always say, I try to practice a balance in life. So I think you're right to an extent, but there is also a big sprinkle of him looking pretty good. No?
Now you're right. You're right. He looked good. He was very sharp. He had a great jab. You know, he got the stoppage. And my issue isn't that I think he looked bad. My issue is simply that he didn't look good in front of the type of guy that shows me that he is really good. Like even the commentators were disgusting. Like they were glazing this dude the whole fight. And in the first round, they prefaced it with like, "Oh yeah, well he is fighting a guy with a 6-inch reach deficit and at least 2-inch height deficit," and I'm like, "Well, thanks guys." Like you just kind of, and then they glaze him for the next 7 rounds. I'm like, dude, it's nauseating. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean,
now, see,
go
ahead,
ahead.
Marco.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, see, I don't have a problem with boxers or like pure boxers or counter punchers or anything like that. My issue with Hitchens is he's boring because he doesn't fight the type of guys that would make his style not boring. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree with you, but tonight I feel like he wasn't boring.
Well, I totally disagree. I thought he was super fucking boring. I thought he just everything was behind the jab. It was just 1-2, like, and then and then after 4 rounds, Kambosos was just seemed like he was just too small. He was
Snapping his
outgunned,
cabbage back, left his face lumpy like instant Quaker Oats. Like, what else do you need? And got the knockout from a very, very a rarity these days, a perfectly placed liver shot.
Okay, this is what I need, and this is what I was getting to. See,
Okay.
I don't have a problem with boxers. I like boxers. Pure boxers are great. They're so beautiful to see a pure boxer. The issue is, I want him to do what he did tonight, but I want him to do it against a guy like Matias, because then there's a sense of danger there. Then that's Matias is like a bomb, and
True.
a guy who's a boxer like Hitchens, it's his job to go and like cut the wires and deactivate that bomb and do his fucking smooth ass boxer shit against someone who's a pure puncher. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
right.
whereas what Kambosos was like kind of a half-ass boxer puncher, a half-ass counter puncher at 135. Then
True,
he brings him up to 140, and we're supposed to treat him like he's the same guy who beat Tio, 4 years ago when
true.
he's off of like 3 losses. Like,
No, no. I mean,
you know,
okay, okay. I mean, but I saw this coming. I saw people who would have your perspective, like, okay, because Kambosos really beat nobody but Tio, who has basically a doctor's note for why he was shitty. People are gonna say, well, Hitchens is, whatever. Everybody beats up Tio. Everybody beats up Kambosos.
yeah, yeah, and it's like from okay, Hitchens, and this is gonna sound harsh, but it's what I believe is what it's the truth. Hitchens is like a B class fighter on his best day, and maybe today is his best day. But dude, he is a solid, dyed in the wool B class fighter. I don't expect him to get any better than he was tonight.
But we haven't
And
seen him tested, so how do you know he won't? If you haven't even seen it tested, why? What makes you think he can't pass the test with an A+?
I'll tell you what makes me think that is that the way Eddie Hearn has been moving his American fighters as just kid gloves, like moving them around like they're high-priced Chinese vases, makes me think that okay, this dude is he's gonna get on the same diet that Boots is getting. He's gonna feed him guys that are either over the hill or on the smaller side of the division. The same thing
Mm-hmm.
with Boots, and we're gonna do the same thing with Boots. And then they're gonna do the same thing they did with Boots, where it's like, oh, they're gonna pretend they're gonna send Poyo an offer, but they're not gonna send him an offer, but they are. And then at the last minute, just like with Boots, they're gonna move him up to 147 because he can't make the weight and all this other shit. It's just so nakedly obvious.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you don't want to see who would you want to see, if anybody, our buddy Africa fight next?
I would love if Hitchens did tonight. No, not even if he did tonight. If he boxed a unanimous decision 12-round shutout against a guy like Matias, then 100% he's the real deal. And I'd swallow my words and I'd hop on. That would make me a fan because,
Mm.
dude, okay, I was in Puerto Rico ringside to see Matias fight Paro. I have never at any other fight heard a body shot as brutal and viscerally loud as the
Mm.
body shots Matias was hitting Paro with. Like, dude, I swear to God, I remember in the second round, the body shots resonating off of fucking Paro's ribs. You could hear the crowd audibly gasp, like, God
Shit.
damn. Dude, Paro was in the corners. He was in the corner after the fourth round. Like, you could go watch the playback. He had a look on his face like he wanted to fucking cry from the
Mm.
body punishment.
Mm.
And he was doing everything right, everything that he had to do. And you go watch the playback. His corner, they said, forget all the instruction, forget all of the X's and O's. The only thing he was getting from his corner was like, you got to do this for your family. You got to dig deep. They were bringing out everything to keep this dude from quitting. Like
Mm.
it was brutal, and
Okay.
Paro went to the hospital that night, bro. That dude, he earned that belt. He took major fucking punishment. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that that dude was not the same after leaving that fight. Like, it was bad.
I mean, you're
And
right, but then fucking what's his face? God, who are we talking about right now? Just why does it escape me?
Matias,
Yes, Matthias comes and then looks like loses, just like he just all his mystique has kind of been wiped away.
no, definitely. But the mystique, and you're right, the mystique is what sells his fights, but the power is still there. And what I took away from that fight is not that Matias is bad or that he got exposed. It was just a failure of the game plan.
Right.
And I think, and what makes me think that is that after that fight, Matias left his trainer in Mexico and went back and lived full time in Puerto Rico.
Mm.
And since then, he's done away with a lot of the the training and the mannerisms that he had picked up in that camp,
Right.
and where then he became more of a like a body puncher and less of a headhunter. He became
Right.
less of like putting his punches together and more like doing that kind of Canelo style of just plowing through, putting everything into one big punch. And I think that style didn't work for him because he's not really a counter puncher, and that's
Right.
kind of where Canelo excels doing that.
Okay.
But if look, if they put if Hitchens gets that title, then all I don't want to dispense all with he's high risk, high reward, or high risk, low reward, and all that shit because he got a title. And I promise you, dude, when he gets if he gets that title, none of these dudes are gonna want to go near that guy. Like, who fights a guy like that? Who fights a guy like that who just he's a fucking barbarian? He goes in there. He already caught a body once. Half of his fucking
Right.
opponents since then all quit on the stool. Like,
Right.
I know it sounds like I'm big upping this dude, but like he just built like that. He got crazy power, and
Adam
that to me is the fight to make at 140.
Adam here says Kambosos was a cherry pick considering Hitchens is a champion, but isn't Kambosos probably the best fighter Hitchens has fought thus far, or no? I would say so.
I'd
No?
say so too, but that's
Yeah.
kind of damning with faint praise. It's like, well, I mean, damn, I guess that. I mean, that's you could you say that, and it sounds like you're big upping him. If I said that, it sounds like I'm shitting on him. You know what I mean? Because I'm
Right.
not a fan of the guy.
But I'm just saying,
Like,
like, it's not a cherry pick when that's the best fighter he's fought. Like, he's still, climbing. Now it's time for an undefeated or a real risky. Like, now it's time, I believe.
and this was a voluntary defense for Hitchens, so I'm not mad at that. I get it, but I'm like, damn, dude, you had to bring up a guy from 135 who came off a royal ass beating from Lomachenko, the guy who's like fucking white Jesus. This dude
Right.
retired, and it was the whole fucking news cycle for like a week that he
White
fucking
Jesus.
retired. And this is the guy that you use your voluntary?
Yeah.
Like, it's a
Yeah.
bridge too far. They couldn't find anybody at 140 else.
Man, I don't know, but we saw, and I mean, nobody's really at 40. Who's at 40? Who's left at 40? I feel like they all moved up.
I mean, I'm trying to think of who's at 140 that's in Matchroom's stable now.
Right.
Now that they have this dude, I mean, they're not gonna. He's not gonna fight Tito Mercado. There's no way he's gonna fight that dude.
Yayan's asking you, Andy Cruz versus Ray Muratalla.
I have not seen much of Murataya's footage, so I'd have to take a look. But I mean, Andy Cruz is just really for a fighter who has the pedigree he has, it's pretty uninspiring. I don't see a whole lot in him. I remember I saw him he was at the Riyadh card in Los Angeles,
Mm-hmm.
and I was very unimpressed. Like, for someone who is an Olympian and has all this hype behind him, and he's a gold medalist, and
Mm-hmm.
hundreds of amateur fights, and he seemed to get frustrated really easily with his opponent, who was not someone that was of note. He was a
Right.
guy that was. It seemed like he was a guy that was brought in there as like a showcase fight, which is weird because it was a turkey card. But
Yeah.
no, I'm unimpressed with that dude.
We have, but the cool thing is there's a lot of possible fights to be made between really 35 and 47. Like, that's 12 pounds. People can come down, go up, come down, meet in the middle somewhere. There's a lot of good fights to be made. So it's like, who and what comes next for everybody? Tio, Devin, we don't know who's fighting what. Nothing. Could I think, are there any fights? Like, Ryan hasn't, not even Rolly, nobody. None of these guys have any future fights lined up. It's all kind of dropping their balls in the lottery spinner. Where was the watch party? No watch party for me. I was dealing with my son's birthday. I hopped on not too long ago. Mamoon. I said the same thing, Mo. I don't see it in Cruz. So Yayan agrees with you. All right. All right. We are taking call-ins. Anybody wants to call in? As you can see right there, click on the chat. Unc, tell Mo what I said. Mo can read pretty well, too. Dropping their balls, no Tootie. Dropping their balls, no Tutti Frutti. That's not clear. Whatever. All right. Now I watched the whole fight, Mamoon. No highlights for that one. Dwayne, what up, blood? What up, blood? Young man, Mamoon and the 15-year-old dudes are up late. Crazy. All right. Talk to me, guys. What else we got going on here? What do we think? What do we see next? Is Richardson, Hitchens the goods? Or was he matched against somebody who probably shouldn't have been considered the level of fighter they've been considered based on their one victory over Tiafimo, who, based on his doctor's note, was legitimately sick when they fought. They're on summer break. Not yet. That shit. They're both in, Jersey, and Jersey is another 2 weeks. Has Yayan ever called in? Yeah. Why? You want to hear his voice? You want to hear his sultry voice? I don't have to worry about school anymore. I could stay up as long as I want. I used to hate going to school, man. Having to wake up early for that shit was so annoying. He looked as legit as he could tonight. Let's step up the competition. But a career takes time to build. Yeah, of course. But like who? I mean, look, there's even a Shakur possibility. You know what I mean? If Shakur can go up, they could, that's possible. We forget about that. I don't think Shakur is looking for that kind of a fight, though. I think he's looking for a real big name. But that's a possibility.
As I understand it, Hitchens and Shakur are Call of Duty buddies. Like Shakur is with every slick black fighter who has long reach and is tall. Okay. So I don't see that fight precipitating at all. I think it's pretty obvious Shakur is like wedded to this career path where he's just gonna fight, guys that suit his style. It's not like It's like this is what's so frustrating about these guys is like, it's like back in the day, right? Leonard could be a pure boxer. And what did he do? Wilfred Benitez was as pure boxer as probably the best pure boxer of his generation. And he went out there and he outboxed him and he beat him. The same thing with Hearns. He was a guy who was a boxer puncher. He, the motherfucker had 86-inch reach and he went out there and he fucking broke him down and beat him. So I'm like, come on, guys, like, show me you're great. If you're this fucking guy, like, that's why I would love to see Devin versus Hitchens. I'm like, oh yes, please, both of you guys, finally show me something. Like,
just real quick, I did look up his reach. It was 78, not 86. Because when you said 86, I'm like, I had to double check it. Because I'm like, that sounds. I don't even think heavyweights have 86. But go ahead.
Well, point being, it's fucking huge. It's a big difference. The motherfucker's
no, that's like a big reach.
The motherfucker's 6'2". Yeah. Not to mention he's 6'2". Like he's fighting a guy who's 5'8", 5'9", or whatever. That's a lot.
Yep.
Point being, he's fighting a guy who's difficult to outbox and a guy who can box well himself and move well. He has good footwork. And he still went out there and he still managed to outbox him and he fucking, he knocked him out. And that's just so frustrating with these guys. It's like they're so uninspired to be great. Like they just don't care. And that's what I don't think fans pick up on this. It's like Marvin Hagler defended his title 12 times. 10 of those 12 fighters were number one contenders. He didn't fight number one, he didn't pick and choose like the number 8 in this division or the number. No, he said, okay, IBF, number one contender. Okay, WBA, number one contender. WBC, WBA, number one contender. And he took them all on and he destroyed them.
Marvin Hagler, when he had the belts, there was 3 of them already? No, I'm pretty sure he was fighting during a one belt reign still, no?
No. So the middleweight title, the WBC and WBA had been unified, I think, for like 12 years by the time it got to Hagler. And
Okay.
then in '84, I believe that's when the IBF was introduced as a major belt, and he
Okay.
won that belt off of, I think he won it. Yeah, he was the inaugural middleweight IBF title holder. So by that point, by '84, there were 3 belts.
84. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. He's all WBC. You're right. 83 was the IB. 83 was the IBF. So you're right. So only 2. He never had 3. It was only WBC and IBF. So he had both. But at that point, I don't believe that they were the sanctioning bodies weren't working so independently at that point. You know what I mean? I feel like they weren't like you never heard of a sanctioning body back then stripping one person because he didn't fight the mandatory. I think they all kind of went together then.
Well, no, they didn't. They didn't, and I'll tell you why they didn't.
Okay.
Because I believe it was there was I think it was when Hagler fought Wilfred Scipion in '84 or '83 or '84. There was a discrepancy because the WBC, I believe it was the WBC, started introducing the 12-round fight as opposed to the 15. And Hagler, because
Okay.
of his style, was like, fuck that shit. I'm fighting 15. And so I think for that fight, there was only the IBF was at stake because they still let him fight 15. So for instance, in '85, when he fought Hearns, that was a 12-round fight. And
So
that
I
was
get that. But I'm
yeah.
saying that I don't think that they were doing the whole like they didn't have different mandatories, different now how like it's different top 10s or whatever, number 1, number 2. Then I don't think they were doing that. I think it was just one list of contenders, right? At that point?
No, definitely not.
No?
Definitely not. They had different rankings. I remember specifically because I remember there was so there's 2 guys that Hagler fought rematches with, right? That was it Vito Antuofermo and Fulgencio Oba Mejias. Oba Mejias was a Venezuelan, and there was a big hullabaloo because the WBC, as you know, has a tendency to favor has a tendency to favor the Latin American fighters because it's a Latin American organization. Suleiman is a
Mhm.
Mexican, so forth. And I guess the media was like, oh, that's weird that this guy got back into the WBC #1 spot when he already beat him like 2 years earlier. But point being, there were definitely discrepancies. There were differences in the rankings. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
Because there
Well,
were
I didn't
3
know that.
belts, and
You
and
just never heard anybody being back then. Well, okay, we could say this though. They weren't stripping people because of
oh,
that
they
as they
did.
back
They
then.
did strip. Yes, Hagler was stripped, I believe, for the WBC and the IBF title when he fought Leonard. When he fought Leonard, that was only one title. I think there was only one
That
title
was his last
because
fight.
exactly. But then they stripped him because he didn't fight his mandatories. They did the same thing to
Okay.
Larry Holmes.
Well, I just
Larry,
looked at Hagler,
yeah,
and if they did it, it was just the very end because throughout his reign, he was holding both belts with no problem. But yeah,
yeah,
Holmes
no.
is when they started. I remember Holmes is right when they started chopping apart, which is I guess is the same time that Hagler was fighting, right? So that's probably when they started doing all that.
Precisely. And what was the belt that Holmes kept? He kept the IBF title because he's the lineal champion, and he was like, "Fuck that shit." So when Holmes fought Spinks, that was for the IBF title.
Okay.
Point being, he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to fight, these #1 contenders. He could have cherry picked and done all that tricky pizzicky shit, but he did it because it was important to him to prove that he was the best. He believed he was the best middleweight on the face of the earth, and he wanted to prove it.
Right.
And it's the
Right.
same thing for Duran. It's the same thing with Hearns. It's the same thing why Leonard came out of retirement to fight this dude because he's like, fuck that shit. I'm the fucking man. I'm the fucking Sprite commercial. I'm the dude. I'm the fucking guy
Well,
who's hanging out with
he
Michael
saw
J. Fox
something.
and shit.
We saw something. I still believe Hagler beat him, but I did think it was very close. Um, I think Hagler's inside fighting to me is what made the difference. He was snapping his cabbage back, as I always say, like a Pez dispenser. And in a lot of the inside fighting, or when Leonard was trying to hold, you just saw his head being popped because Hagler was still working. And that to me, and he was landing some significant shots. Like I said, he was bobbleheading them. That's what put it over the edge to me. Leonard was beating him clearly the first 4 rounds, maybe, and then Hagler just got to him. Leonard wasn't able to move as much, started getting tired, But that was a great fight.
Yeah, which is why he wanted it 15 rounds, because he would
Mhm.
excel because of his
Mhm.
style, you
Mhm.
know. And to bring it back to what we were talking about, the thing with Andy Cruz is I love the narrative, or not the narratives, but the paths, the cinematic nature of boxing, where we see these parallel paths of Keyshawn Davis and Andy Cruz, where Andy Cruz excelled right in the amateurs,
Right.
where Keyshawn he did well, but he was just bested by this one dude. And now that they're in the pros, it's very obvious that it's not that Keyshawn was a bad fighter. It's simply that his style and his qualities as a fighter are more suited to the pros, whereas Andy is the one that seems to suffer because now this motherfucker, he has to fight 10 rounds. And that
Yeah.
means it's like chapters in a book. He's got to, figure this shit out on the fly and make adjustments and do all this shit. It's not enough to just outpoint the motherfucker for 3 rounds and just, throw flurries
Right.
and
Right.
hope you fucking get the points.
Well, I mean, okay. Well, it was a good card. I don't know who won the other fights. I am a little curious on a couple of them, but you saw all of them?
I did not. I only had time to see the main event. I was working. So I only got a chance to see. But I did get to watch the main event while I was on double time. So
Mm.
I'm very happy about that.
So
That
you have to
was
get paid
very
double time and watch the fight.
exactly. That was a very good moral victory for me. I'm very happy
That's
with
dope.
myself.
I was just going to ask you that, why do you think people like Loma or Cruz stay in the amateurs so long? Cruz is from where again?
He's Cuban, I believe.
There we go. That's the answer to that. And Loma, same. So it's a cultural thing. Cubans especially pretty much don't turn pro unless they defect. So they always have very long amateur careers. A lot of them will have only amateur careers. And Russia too, or excuse me, Ukraine, which was Russia. Same thing. It's cultural. Like a lot of them, traditionally, like especially Soviet times, they weren't allowing those dudes to turn pro. You ever see Rocky IV? He was world amateur champion. You know what I mean? They didn't. So that's why. Yeah, I am. Haney beats Hitchens. Um. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough. They're kind of similar fighters. Hitchens is a little. Hitchens fights with a little more rhythm. That's the best way I could explain it. He fights with more rhythm. Maybe it's just I'm being biased to New York. I don't know. But Haney has the tools in his box to possibly beat anybody on the right given night.
I think Haney is the smarter and more developed fighter of the two. So I think he could outbox him. I think he could beat 7-5 him at the very least.
He could.
And like
He could.
a super high technical boxing, boring ass shit. Just super
Boring.
hardcores would love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
but I think he would beat him. I think he's more
Haney has no
he's more
dog.
IQ.
How do you figure he has no dog? He kept getting up. He kept going toe to toe with Ryan after he got dropped. How does he have no dog in him? Just because he avoided this dude Ramirez? I think that was more about I want this Ryan rematch. I'm not going to take any chances. Haney's damaged. He might be Tone. Remember, he had Prograis hurt but didn't do anything. He dropped Prograis. What you mean didn't do anything?
If he didn't finish him,
he couldn't. He tried. I don't think he just he tried.
you know what? You know what? Bud's a great finisher. He's probably one of the best finishers of this generation. And you want to know why he's a great finisher? Because he's got that dog in him. You know what I mean? It's more than just being able to get up. Like it's more than just being tough and taking a punch and getting up. It's more of like what we see, what we love about Mexican fighters is when they take a punch, you know they're gonna come right back to hit you with two more punches because that's how they're gonna be able to win that round.
Yeah.
And Haney, I don't think Haney has that in him.
No, Haney, I mean, some can argue Money Mayweather didn't have that killer instinct either. Pretty Boy did. Some can argue Money Mayweather lacked that, because he was just comfortable doing what he does. Zero risks taken. Patience. Wait, what? Patience plus zero risks. Here's a math formula equals lackluster, but victory. Just caught the KO. Damn. Good body shot, right, Wheels? Solid body shot. Tenderized his liver like a Michelin star chef. Good insight, Yayin. Yayin doesn't have any damn good insight. Don't lie to him. All right. Okay. Yeah, man, it was fun. I'm pissed I wasn't
Yeah, I
there.
get what Yayan means. It's like Hitchens is it's what keeps him from being an A-class fighter. He doesn't have these super flashy attributes that guys like Floyd and AB have necessarily.
Mm. Yeah, I'm pissed I wasn't at the fight, man. Just pissed. I love the environment. I've been fucking approved and I don't know how long. So that's good, but it is what it is. I'm hoping, praying to Jesus that I get approved for the July 12th. You gonna come to New York for the July 12th?
I sure as shit am. I already got my fucking ticket. It's
Oh
gonna be a
yeah?
good time, dude. I'm excited. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
I
gonna be
hope I'm there.
fucking oh shit. And I'm going to the ladies card the night before. Oh,
Oh, that's the night before. I applied
so
to both
excited.
of those, so I might be going to both of those. I mean, I'll be shocked. I think the ladies' card will approve me because they already approved me for the pressers. So I think they'll approve me for that. Because let's be honest, like, no disrespect, but it's not the biggest fucking most in demand card. Like, I think I'll be fine. That one's at the Garden too. Yeah, I'm good. But the one after, we'll see. We'll see. So I'll definitely see your ass at least at the ladies. I shouldn't say definitely. Most likely at the ladies one. AB had attributes. Oh, we're gonna get Yayin all fucking excited. Me too. Oh, you're there, MPO? Well, you live right there. I hope you made it. You make it, Unc. You can tell Shakur I'm his biggest fan. I'm not doing that. That's just super. I disagree. Hitchens came into his own tonight and showed flash during and after the fight. I'm assuming this is directed towards you, Mo. Found his man confidence. Okay. I agree.
Well, that's great. It's just he found it.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say he found his man confidence against a 135-pound, guy on a 3-fight losing streak. But that's fair. That's fair. I just mean when I say flash, I mean like, Floyd had this world class reaction time, reach, hand speed,
Right.
power. He had all these things that I don't see Hitchens having
Right.
as much.
Jersey Bob. Oh, Bob agrees with you. Marco, was a mismatch night. Oh, yeah, they were all mismatches. Can we get some better? But on paper, the guy Tiramisu, whatever his name is, he was the guy he fought was 9-0. Now look, maybe it was, not the best competition, but 9-0 is 9-0. Right? That doesn't 7-0 versus 9-0. What's wrong with that? Absolutely, he did. I rest my case. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah, okay.
Oh, AB had flashy attributes. I rest my case.
Yeah, at 130 pounds. And then the second he moved up, he was getting wiped all over the canvas like mopping glow. Oh, I hear the horn. So you're still at work?
No, I live near a fucking rail yard. Yeah, I live near a rail yard, so that's through the window.
Jersey Bob, what's up? What's up, Bob? We hear the TV though, it's a bit loud.
I don't think he knows he's on.
I don't think he knows he's on. All right, I'll remove him. Fuck these fucking fruit flies. 130 when he was when he was a weight bully. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't say a weight bully. I would just say because everybody young can do that, and as you get older, it's way harder to maintain. You know what I'm saying, and to keep drying out and dropping all that weight. When you're young, it's easy. All these fighters, I mean, on average, what would you say? Fighters move up at least 2 to 3 weight classes, all of them on average, right? Throughout their careers.
Definitely now that they're allowed, to rehydrate and all that stuff. Oh yeah, 100%.
Rob, I can beat Kambosos. You're right. He's too small for me. I'll pound him into the ground like a smash burger. Appreciate you, Rob. The Barbarian. The Barbarian. You don't have kids, right, Mo?
I do not know. I do not have kids. Thank the Lord.
I love my kids, but I get it. I get that statement. I get it. Shit ain't easy sometimes. Shit ain't easy. I think I can beat Mike Tyson. That song was dope. You ever see that video, Mo? You might be too young for it.
No, I'm way too young for that.
Have you ever heard of it?
Fuck no, of course not. Will Smith. The only rap song I remember Will Smith is fucking Get Jiggy With It.
Will Smith he came out before he got Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He had an album, Parents Just Don't Understand. It was almost comedical, like his videos were kind of shot in the same vein as the opening video for Fresh Prince. Well, this is a story. And one of it was called I Think I Could Beat Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson's in the actual video, and this is prime, 88 Mike Tyson. Dope video. Was a smash burger new? It is now, baby. Kids ain't easy. That's a fucking fact. I'm the pullout. Oh, I don't want to hear about that shit.
Tutti frutti.
I mean, I guess that's not tutti frutti. But, all right. Whew. What else we got, people? I'm going to wrap this up in a little bit. Your boy is tired. What else we got? Talk to me.
Well, I got a question for you, Marco. Now, we talked about what Richardson, Hitchens, and Kambosos are. What do you want next for Hitchens? If you're Turkey, you're the money man, you get to make whatever the fucking magical fight you want. Who would you pit him up against, and how do you think that goes?
Let me say first, it is Shane's birthday right now. The 15th is his actual birthday, so I don't think he's listening. But everybody wish Shane a happy birthday. We could do it tomorrow as well if we go in. Happy birthday, Shane. Okay, so your question was, who would I want to see Hitchens fight next?
Correct.
Could it be one of these in-betweeners? The dudes who are vacillating in between two weight divisions?
Oh, definitely. Now, I got something else for you that it just clicked in my head because I picked up on this. I don't know if you saw in the broadcast. I don't know if it was during the fight or before the fight. DAZN went to like Tio and he looked like he was on one. Did you see that? And they were like, "Oh, what do you think about Kambosos and all this other shit?"
Nah. Did not see it. What about it? Oh, he got quiet. Bob, you there?
Oh, what's up, man? Can you hear me?
Okay,
Yeah,
well, anyway, so they did that. So now I'm thinking in my head. Now
you just went
makes
quiet,
me think
Mo.
is maybe
Mo,
behind the scenes now.
You hear me?
Yeah.
You just went mute, Mo. You went mute for like 20 seconds.
Margo.
What's up? Talk
man.
to me.
I heard you in a boxing voice. I guess you was off when I went on there. They was talking about one of your points. You
Which
said
one?
champ could become a journeyman.
Mm.
You said something along those lines.
Yeah, I said journeyman.
Yeah.
Usually we're never champions. Usually.
But Kambosos is horrible. I mean, come on. I mean, it's ridiculous. I can't believe anybody wants to see this guy fight. He's terrible. He can't fight.
Theo, and that's all we remember. So that's hard to get out
He
of people.
can't fight. How many times he got to get beat up? I mean, I'm on. Like I said, I was on with Nesby. Let him fight this guy. Why? He stinks. Kambosos is terrible. I don't care what he was 4 years ago. He can't fight. Yeah, you're right. He's a
I
journeyman. It's terrible. Why we keep trying to recycle these dudes? Get him out of boxing. He's horrible.
But what I was saying was, you might have a point, but he was also the best fighter Hitchens ever faced. So he jumped over that hurdle. Now he has to go up there against a fucking a legitimate force.
If he's the best fighter he's ever faced, that's what's wrong with boxing. If that's the best dude he's ever faced, man, and he has a belt, that's why all these belts are fake.
Yeah,
You really think he's the best dude he fought?
I mean, talk to me. Who do you think's better?
Then why are we keep talking about? Well, he's a champ. He's a champ. He never. That's the problem with these guys. Never beat anybody, and they call them champs.
Mm.
You're not really a champ. You fought bums. I hate. Oh, I can't use the bum word. You fought dudes who aren't good, and they keep telling him like, he's a champ. So what? I mean,
So you don't
I
think
like.
Hitchens is you weren't impressed with Hitchens?
Yeah, I do like him. Now it's time to fight T.O. It's time to fight Sabril Matias. It's
Yeah.
time to fight
Him and Tio were hugging up on each other. It looks like he's more likely for him to fight Haney than Tio.
Haney, somebody. I mean, this we need these guys to get in the ring. At least Shakur get in the ring. Got what's his name coming up next month. But we have to get these guys in the ring. Enough is enough
Yeah.
with all this talking. But yeah, I can't stand these veterans. I don't want to see Kambosos. And then they try to compare him to these old guys that we watch. Mickey Ward is 1,000 times better than Kambosos. I know Mickey Ward lost fight. Ricky Ward would beat 90% of these guys right now at 140. And
Okay.
you know that, Marco.
I don't know if I agree with you. I'm not saying I don't agree with it, but I'm not so sure. I think Mickey Ward was overrated because Mickey Ward never fucking beat anybody except Gotti. And he only beat him once out of 3, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Mickey Ward was in some wars with people.
Sure. No, he
He-
was, but he always lost. He was just like a battle tested, tough tank, but he would lose.
But I believe
And he
them
was never a
guys,
champion. Never a champion.
those guys didn't get paid like these guys get, and he was hungrier, man. These guys, man, start making money, man. They're getting soft. They're making too much money. They get soft. It's a different era.
Yeah. No,
So
I know.
I really believe Mickey Ward would beat Mickey Ward. I mean, he did get money. He finally good job. He was hungry.
It was.
Emmanuel Burton, Augustus, what do you want to call him? He would be beating these guys. And I know he had a million losses, but that dude could fight.
Well, yeah, but he was like he's special. Like nobody's ever fought like him, really.
But I mean, but like I said, man, I wish I'd never see Kambosos ever again in my life. I just don't want to see this guy. He's horrible.
You might not. This might be it.
Please. Please them. And it was mismatch night. It was terrible. Yo, who that heavyweight man? That fat dude they put in there. Come on, man. You
But
have
you
to.
know
It
what?
has to be somebody better than him.
You're right. But on paper, that dude had a better record. He was 9-0. The other guy was 7-0.
Oh my goodness, that guy was horrible,
It
man.
didn't look good. I mean,
And
I didn't see the fight. I just saw the finishing sequence. Did the other guy get? How quick did he knock him out?
uh, man, I can't remember. I remember him hitting the dude, and the dude couldn't fight. I think it was like second round, third round. I don't know. You could see the guy couldn't fight. Plus, the like I said, the guy, I guess he was Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
That dude couldn't fight. Did you watch that fight?
I didn't watch any of them except I saw the heavyweight, the tiramisu guy, and then I saw the main event. But I didn't see anything else. Nah.
Yo, my man, what? Please, what? Yo, the dude was letting Cruz hit him in the face. Like literally, he was turning his head and letting Cruz hit him. It was horrible. I mean, it was mismatch night, man. I don't know where Eddie Hearn found these guys, man. It was bad. It
Okay.
was bad. The mismatches were horrible. I
Damn.
mean, now watch the Cruz fight. Watch how the dude was just letting the Cruz hit him, just letting him hit him. I was like, what is he doing? How do
Yeah.
these guys get professional boxing licenses? The guy was terrible. Marvin, what you watched the fight
I
and
will.
watched Cruz hitting him with right hands. The guy didn't move his head. He just sat there. Oh, it was horrible. It was
Damn.
bad.
Maybe they're trying to just set it up. They're trying to set the fighters up. Mismatch night, like you
Yeah,
said.
because Cruz now he can fight for the title.
Ah.
He's supposed to
Ah.
be gets more tired. But
Ah.
that guy he fought should have never been in the top 10. That guy was ranked in the top 10. I'm telling you, Mark, just watch the highlights. How
I will.
bad that guy was.
I
The
will.
guy he the guy Cruz fought was horrible. He couldn't fight.
Mm.
It's
You didn't enjoy any
unbelievable,
of it, huh?
man. I mean, it was nothing on. So
Oh yeah, how was Zaquin Moses? He's a Jersey dude.
Zaquin Moses, he beat some guy who was 3-2. I mean, these guys look good. Cruz looked good. Zaquin Moses looked good. Even the heavyweight, they looked good against what they was fighting against, but it was nothing coming back.
Right.
So how can we tell?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You know, I mean, it's not everybody's doing the Turkey Al Sheikh model, which is kind of even, exciting fights. This seemed like a traditional boxing card, which is mismatches. I mean, that's what it's been, except for one main event on most boxing cards before Turkey came in. That's usually what we're seeing. We're seeing one person be groomed, have their record be padded, and the other person there to take the L, except for the main events. The main events are the only ones that are usually competitive. That's just how it's been for so long. We're just getting spoiled now, maybe, because we're used to what Turkey's doing.
Yeah, it was tonight it went bad. It was bad. The whole like I said, I like watching. I watched it, but it was bad. All the matchmaking was bad. It was just all around horrible
It was shitty.
matchmaking.
All right.
Terrible. I
All
mean,
right.
Moses, like I said, he won, but he didn't learn anything from fighting that guy. Man, I mean, he
Moses
showed,
is, well, how many fights has he had? 2, 3, 4? Not that many.
yeah, not that many, but like I said, Hitchens need to fight somebody. I think he is really good, but how can we tell unless you get in with
We
somebody?
can't, but he did. He did do something that only Lomo was able to do. He did get that knockout, so that means something, no?
Yeah, that means something. So, but yeah, but anyway, you said you're going to the Shakur fight.
Shakur fight. Where's that fight taking place?
That's in that tennis stadium or something in New York.
Oh, right. I don't know. They got to see if they fucking approve me. They approved me for this shit tonight, but we'll see. I'm gonna try and go to that one because that's the big one. That's the Turkey card. I'm gonna try and work it. I'm gonna have Shaq reach out again and see if I can whatever, and then I'm gonna probably go to the one the night before at the Garden, the all girl card. Why, you gonna go to that? To either of those?
I gotta go to the wedding. My son might go. My son and his friend, they're talking about going there, but I gotta go to the wedding on
Mm,
July 12th. I would have gone with them, but I think they're gonna go.
mm. Okay. You had no interest in going tonight.
Nah, no, not see no Kambosos. You probably lucked out by not going. I believe you lucked out. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like a networking kind of thing. So I go for those reasons. Like the fights are, whatever happens, happens. But yeah, we'll see, man. I hope I get approved. CJ said Bob is a grumpy uncle tonight.
yeah, I guess. But all right, Marco. At least the NBA series is pretty good too.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna
Yeah.
go 7.
We're gonna go 7. Yeah, it might not. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens, right?
But another day we talk. My son, man, my son's 19, man. He's crazy. I guess these young people are crazy. He's talking about OKC could beat the Spurs with Tim Duncan. He's talking. I'm like, what are you crazy? Because he never seen Tim Duncan.
Nah,
But this is
young kids. Everybody wants to think that their era is the best. All of them. But maybe we do that too. Maybe we're the ones who are crazy a little too. Like we think our era is better than everybody else's.
but I hated the Spurs. I know. Come on, Chet Holmgren, Tim Duncan. Stop it, man.
I'm with you.
Like.
I'm with you.
But he's like, oh, Tim Duncan would score, but the rest of the guy, I'm like, man, we like Manu Ginobili because they don't know who Manu Ginobili. I'm like
Ginobili,
Tony Parker.
Bruce
I'm like
Bowen. Come on.
I'm like TJ McConnell's driving to the basket. What is Tony Parker going to do?
Yeah.
Come
I'm
on.
with you. I'm with you.
But
Yeah, everybody wants. Even in boxing, a lot of people think like that's why you hear all these guys. Shakur is the greatest defensive. I'm telling you, he's going to be the greatest ever. Everybody wants to be a part of that piece of history in real time. So they always, and I mean, I think you and me do it too. I think we latch on to it. You know what I mean? Like, because we want to be a part of that and tell people, yo, I watched that live. I didn't just hear about it. I watched, that's why I feel like that might be one of the reasons why I think Roy is so great. I mean, besides, I was at his fights. I'm watching him live be the greatest fighter ever, in my opinion. So maybe that's just common human nature.
the difference is now, I really think money has messed people up.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are making too much money.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Mm-hmm.
guys we saw, they were hungrier. I know they got paid some, but
That's a fact.
it's different. But
Less
even
pussy-ish. Yeah, for sure.
even with the basketball, I mean, guys are making all kinds of money.
Mm-hmm.
It's I know
It's
guys
crazy.
made money, but it wasn't like this.
I see dudes
So
in the NBA get fouled and they're rolling around on the floor like they took a liver shot, right? Rolling around like for 3-4 minutes, like, oh, and then get up like nothing. And I'm just like, I come from boxing, man. If you're rolling around like that, you have a brain clot. You're going to the emergency room if you're gonna act like that. These guys get up like nothing. They didn't do that back in our day. Like in basketball, I'm talking about. They didn't roll around like that from a little fucking elbow or just a hard foul. Come on.
nah,
Isaiah Thomas got his whole shit split open. This shit was so deep, that cut looked like a time portal. He just got right up, blood pouring. Remember Malone split his shit open? He just kept playing.
yeah. You remember Robert Parrish punched Bill Laimbeer and get thrown out of the game.
No, nothing. The refs are just like, break it up. All right, play.
Yeah, it was a different era.
It
But
was.
I'm gonna leave you with this with the
All
young.
right.
You seen Miles Turner? Miles Turner's about to get $30 million.
I don't
He
know who
had
that
two
is.
rebounds
He's a
in
basketball player.
two of the NBA finals games. He had two rebounds. The seven
Uh-huh.
footer got two rebounds. Two rebounds.
Ugh,
He's about to get $30 million.
damn.
Man, it's yeah. When Indiana guy, man, he don't even rebound. The guy
Yeah,
rebounds like 6 rebounds a game. He's 7 foot tall.
yeah,
He's getting $30 million.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
ridiculous.
Crazy.
But all right, you going on tomorrow?
Yes, sir. Probably it's Father's Day, but probably you doing anything? Kids doing anything for you?
Uh,
They better.
man, my wife's cooking.
Good. Better than
She's
nothing.
cooking. My two sons will be here, and that's it. I got a lot. My dad's birthday gonna be 18th, so we're gonna do something on the 18th for
Okay.
him.
Dope.
He
Dope.
about to turn 86.
Wow. God bless. My dad would have been 86 too if he was still alive. So literally, my dad, I think would have. My dad was born in 41. When was your dad born?
Wait, my math is off. He was born 39. I'm the math teacher, but
Oh,
he's gonna be
older.
87.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wow.
no, 86. It's 2025, isn't it?
Nah. Yeah.
Wait,
86.
no, 80. Man, I'm losing my mind. Yeah,
30.
80.
You said 38.
No, sorry. 80s.
38.
He was doing 39.
39. So
June
yeah,
18th,
that's 6 years.
1939.
86. That's 86.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
my dad's 41, so he would have been whatever, 84, whatever, close enough. But all right,
Yeah.
man. Well,
All right.
I'll tap in tomorrow.
Yep.
All right,
Talk
peace.
to you.
Good old Bob. Good old Jersey Bob. All right, people. I know, dude. Now Reed's tired. He's so furious from watching the mismatches. His short circuited his math skills. He's like 2, 3. Fuck it. I hate Hitchens. Peace. I'm like, oh, all right. All right, people. I'm gonna bounce. Appreciate you guys. I will tap in tomorrow. Fuck it. It's Father's Day. I can do what I want. I'll tap in for a little bit at some point. Probably tomorrow. I'll probably tap in both days. Fuck it. Unless I decide to do something during the day tomorrow, then I'll just tap in tomorrow night. But either or, like I said, you guys, Father's Day is one day where I don't feel guilty doing what I want to do. I don't feel guilty not considering the wife, the kids, nothing. So I'm gonna do that. But anyway, appreciate you guys. Nah, I'm 48. My father's born in 41. Was born. He's dead. But I'm 48. I'm old. All right, you guys are the best. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.